What's up, you guys? My name is Hutch, and I make videos and put them on the internet. And I've been playing Call of Duty for a long time, probably about, I don't know, 8 years, 9 years, something like that. And what I like to do usually is about a month and a half or 2 months after the games come out, and I have a decent sample size to choose from. I like to go in and show you guys my stats so far, what my favorite guns are. And they did some cool things with the stats. I don't know if it's something that they just added in the recent hotfix or the patch, but they have some pretty detailed stuff going on over here. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit about what I'm working with. So let's go to the barracks. And you see overall I have, I just got over 10k kills. That's on this account. I probably have like 1 to 2k on Xbox. I'm not sure. And all my stats over there are pretty similar to this one here. So my KD right now is 2.1. It went as high as 2.25, and then you start picking up snipers, going for challenges, things like that, and it starts to drop a little bit. But it usually stays around 2.1. This is not out of line with how I usually perform when it's a game that allows for decent players to do okay. In Advanced Warfare, my KD was like 1.6 or 7. I don't know. I can't remember. But there was a lot of random elements in that game that made it difficult to play consistently. And thankfully, this game has sort of returned back to less emphasis on skill-based matchmaking and less random stuff going on. So if we hop in and take a look, it says these are my most notable medals. And I have 1 mega kill, and I don't know what that is. 7 kills within a short time with the other. So if we click on this, then we can take a look at some of the more detailed statistics here. So I thought it might be interesting. Let's start over here. Actually, no, let's start over here. So kill confirmed is obviously my favorite game type in the game. If you watch my streams, then you'll see that I play a lot of it, followed by domination. And then I don't play a whole lot of other things. Wow, it tells you your kill death ratio per game. So my kill death ratio in kill confirmed is 2.21 with a score per minute of 403. I'm happy with a score per minute of at least 400. If it's anything less than that, I feel like I'm kind of slacking. 2.13 in Dom with a score per minute of 409. And none of these really matter because I haven't really played a whole lot of them. In Arena, wow, there are so many stats in this game now. We'll go back to Arena because I want to show you guys. Guns or like these specific things before anything else. So score streaks, obviously UAV counter, UAV are always going to be near the top. But then Talon with an interesting stat right there too. Kills per use 4.21, assists per use. Holy, the Hellstorm is not great anymore. I don't understand how that's possible. There's no way. It says my average kills per use is 1.08, and with that thing it should definitely be higher than that. Kills per use for the Raps 3.29. Cerberus isn't terrible. Hardened Sentry isn't terrible. The GI unit is incredible. And then I don't really use the rest of those down there. I don't use nades at all, basically secondaries or primary nades. I don't use them. Kills per use 0.15. That's why. See, I'm not good with nades at all. But here's the more interesting parts that I want to show you guys. So it says that I've got the most kills with the Purifier. I've used it 50 times and I get, wow, on average 3.5 kills per use, which is crazy when you compare it to some of the other ones. Annihilator's pretty good too. 172 kills with 3.13 kills per use. Gravity spikes are decent. They charge faster than the Annihilator, I feel. Maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. And I usually get between 1 and 2 kills with that. Sparrow, I'm actually surprised by this because I thought it would be less than that. Kills per use 2.16. Ripper 3.1. I think the Ripper might be the best class in the game. It's certainly, there's a case to be made for that. Wow, I need to go back and use Tempest again. So it's saying that the Tempest I usually get around 3 kills. Kinetic armor is still lacking if you ask me. It can be fun sometimes, but it's really easy to counter it. The Sight 3.08. Overdrive's not bad. I enjoy Heatwave. I'm going to mess with that a little bit more. And I haven't really used the rest of these too much to compare it to. Now if we get to the guns, the XR2 is my favorite gun. I have a 2.04 KD. Accuracy of 23%, which is like pretty in line, I think, with the other games as far as red guns go. The VMP is a little less successful for me. For some reason I don't do the best with this gun. I guess, you know, when you watch the pros use it, you think that it's just the default best gun in the game, or one of them, and I haven't found that to be the case. Maybe I play a little too aggressively with this gun. I think that's probably a problem for me. Kuda's a little bit better, 907 kills with 1.92 kill death ratio and 23% accuracy on a submachine gun's not bad. But this gun has a little bit of versatility. You can use it almost like as a hybrid SMG AR. The Pharaoh I do pretty good with, 1.97, 23% accuracy, 900 kills. Vesper, which I think is probably the most annoying gun in the game, if not the best gun in the game. I have a kill death ratio of 1.9 and an accuracy of 22%. Now, it might seem a little weird that I would say that I think the Vesper is the best gun in the game and I have a lower KD with this gun than some of the other guns, but what happens when you have a gun that's overpowered or really, really strong is you tend to play a lot more aggressive. You tend to jump around a corner with a whole lot more confidence than you would if you had something like an XR2. So it's really, really good in tight quarters. I think it's probably the best gun in the game for tight quarters. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the overpowered nature of it would be reflected in the kill death ratio. Next gun is the SVG, which I'm actually kind of proud that I have a 1.4 KD with a sniper. Accuracy is 37%, and in a game with no aim assist, I'm kind of proud with that. My accuracy with snipers in other Call of Duties are always between about 45 and 55%. It's usually always in that mark, and it's a little bit lower in this game. So I guess that's evidence right there that the nerf hasn't absolutely destroyed sniping and you can be successful with it. The Alcar quickly became my favorite secondary in the game. I have 439 kills with it, so it's obviously pretty decent. And a 1.68 kill death ratio. It's probably, I think it's the best secondary in the game. Argus is another one of those, I don't know how I have a 275% accuracy rating with it, but it's another one of those guns that's so good in close quarters that you end up playing a lot more aggressive than you should. So if I played that with that gun the way that it was supposed to be played, and be a little bit more selective about who I choose to engage on a map and where on the map I choose to engage them, it would probably be higher. But I think the Argus is a fantastic gun. It's really a lot of fun to use. The Man of War is a gun that I don't understand. I don't understand why this gun gets so much love. I don't think it's great. I think it's decent. I think it's not bad, but long range, I'd rather have an XR2 or an M8, and short range, I'd rather have a Kuda or a Pharaoh. And really close range, it's just not fantastic. It's kind of garbage close range. HVK, apparently I'm not too bad with 25% accuracy with 2.17 KD. The sample sizes are starting to get a little bit smaller, as you can see. ICR, I think, is garbo. I think the only reason why my KD is so high with this gun is because I play like a giant coward with it, because it takes forever to kill someone with this gun. I'm not a fan. Razorback 2.05. I think this is definitely still one of the best guns in the game. It's kind of like one of those jack of all trades guns where it's kind of like the Kuda too, where you can use it like a AR or an SMG. But I think that you'll find that other guns probably perform better than this one, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad gun. This is my highest KD for any weapon in the game, the 48 Dredge, 2.38 KD. This is before the patch, so I don't know how much they nerfed the fire rate of this gun. And depending on how much they nerfed it, then, I mean, this gun used to be pretty much a god gun before. KN94, 1.92 KD, pretty standard accuracy. The Weevil, showing the Weevil some love with a nearly 2 KD, 22%. So if you're noticing a trend, it's like 22, 23% for almost every single gun. The Gorgon, I don't understand the love that the Gorgon gets either. I think it's a pretty good, like, long-range gun, but you're really, really limited in how you're going to use it. And the rest of these I don't think I'll talk too much about. Locust, if you'll notice, I have a 0.89 KD. So yeah, I haven't really used the M8 too much, and if the reason why it's so low there is because I only have 10 kills. I was probably in one bad game or something like that. But I'm prestiging and I haven't unlocked it. I haven't permanently unlocked it. So there's that. I'm not going to go over these, but I do want to go over the guns in Arena, because you'll know the KDs are almost certainly going to be lower. So the Pharaoh in Arena is my favorite. I have a 1.7 KD with it. The Kuda, not as great. Razorback, not as great. Alcar, I'm doing great with the Alcar, I guess. 48 Dredge, not as great. M8, pretty decent. Man of War, okay. Vesper, See, this is where I think the Vesper shines, because it really does outclass a lot of these guns, kill death wise. When you examine it, an SVG 10 kills. So yeah, some of you guys wanted to. When I'm streaming, I constantly see people asking for detailed stats, and given that I do like to do this sort of thing, I figured what better time than now, after I've been playing the game for, a month and a half, and I'm pretty comfortable with it at this point, and my stats should be evening out in terms of giving you a pretty accurate readout of how I'm doing. And so yeah, that's my video for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I might stream again later tonight. I'm not sure. I mean, if you're tuning in to this and you haven't seen a lot of my videos before, just know that I do stream quite a bit. The volume of uploads has decreased a little bit on YouTube compared to what it was like 3 years ago. But I do spend a lot of time and effort on my live streams, and hopefully you guys come and check it out sometime, because I think you're gonna have fun. Thanks for stopping by the video, guys, and I'll see you all very shortly. Bye bye. Happy holidays.